Hi guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to be sitting in front of you guys because one of my very favorite cruelty-free cosmetics companies came out with a new eyeshadow palette. So today I am going to be swatching and doing a review of the Becca Ocean Jewels palette for you guys. So this is what the palette looks like. My ring light's getting in the way. There we go. So this is what the palette looks like. It has kind of this like shell motif on the front, but it's really subtle and streamlined and like minimalistic. So I really like it. And you open it up and it's got these 7 beautiful shadows. So we've got sandstone, tourmaline, ocean jasper, abalone, seashell, spirit quartz, and mermaid pearl in the middle. Ocean jasper, abalone, and mermaid pearl are all the new like lid toppers that they have, but they're still very, very pigmented. So you've got 3 of those lid topper shades, 2 shimmer shades, and 2 matte shades. So that's a pretty good comprehensive collection of the different shadow formulas, and I just think that this is so pretty. I love that you could do something neutral with this, but you could also do something a little bit more out there and fun. I went ahead and swatched them for you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what those swatches look like so you can see the shades in action for yourself. Sandstone is a really pretty copper shimmer. Tourmaline is a deep red toned brown. Ocean jasper is a rosy shade, but it has a very strong teal shimmer in it. Abalone is purple with a blue shimmer. Seashell is a very basic light nude shadow, and that's matte as well. Spirit quartz is a shimmer shade and it's a very dusty, cool toned brown. And mermaid pearl is white, but it's shimmery, and the shimmer is actually teal, so it's really pretty and reflective. As you can see in the swatches, all of these shades are really pigmented, with kind of the exception of Seashell. That one wasn't quite as pigmented. But if you guys wanted to see how they look when applied to the eyes, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I've already swatched all of these shades and played around with them just a little bit to figure out the kind of look that I really wanted to like test this palette out on. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this color right here called Seashell. It's just like a skin tone, or it's just my skin tone. Not everybody's skin tone is like that. But this was the shadow that I noticed was the least pigmented when I swatched them, which isn't a huge deal because I'm basically just using it to set my eye primer. Now I kind of want to recreate one of the images that they used for the campaign. It's an Asian American woman like laying down, and it looks like she has abalone on like the outer part of her eye, and then has like a mixture of probably these two, which are ocean jasper and sandstone in the inner corners, which I thought was really interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. I'm really interested to see how this does on a brush. They're pretty densely packed. I found out when I swatched them, so it's not like the Subculture palette where I think they're just gonna like crumble. So we're just gonna go ahead and we'll let's start with this guy. He's gonna be kind of our transition between the two. I'm just gonna apply this to the inner half, basically, of my lid. I really like the shade because it's pink, but it has this like jade colored shimmer in it, which is really, really pretty. Becca has a lip gloss that I actually have. I might use it with this look. It's called Opal Flashes Jade, I think. And this reminds me of that a lot. All right, so now I'm going to take sandstone and I'm gonna put that in kind of like the inner fourth, like not exactly the inner corner, but definitely farther in here. That's really pigmented and they blend together super well. They're really pretty together. I was interested to see that this palette only had 2 mattes in it, and they're like the super light nude color and the super dark brown. So most of the looks that you can create with this are gonna be shimmery looks, which is totally up my alley, so it's totally fine with me. And then I'm gonna bring that around all the way, pretty much through my crease here. And don't worry, I know it looks scary, we're gonna blend it out. Then taking this flat shader brush that we used to lay down our seashell color, I'm going to take this color Abalone, which looks so pretty, and it was so gorgeous and pigmented when I swatched it, so I'm really excited to try to use it. We're going to put that on the outer half. This looks so weird and wrong to me to put it on the opposite side. The way that that like iridescent purple catches the light, I don't know if you can see it, but it's so pretty. And I'm gonna go back to Seashell on just like a clean fluffy brush and use that to kind of blend in these colors here. One thing that I am starting to notice is a lot of fallout from sandstone, like right in here. I'm sure if you use like a wet brush that wouldn't be as much of a problem. It's definitely not as bad as that one ColourPop palette that I reviewed, because that thing was awful. that is disappointing that it's falling out a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use these 3 colors and just kind of alternate them until I feel like I have a good blend. These are definitely really like almost ethereal looking, and they're just like so pretty and soft but very like mermaidy. So if you're into the mermaid makeup trend, this is like for sure a palette that you need to get. Then I'm gonna use the color Ocean Jasper and mix it with a little bit of Sandstone on the bottom lash line. And I just wanna do this really lightly, so I'm using kind of a fluffy brush. And then lastly, I'm just gonna take my pinky finger and I'm gonna dip it into this middle color, which is called Mermaid Pearl. I'm just gonna use that to highlight my brow bone. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's got like a blue shimmer in it. And the inner corners of my eye. That inner corner highlight though, that is so pigmented. That is so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop some liner and some mascara on and kind of clean up my under eye area from all that fallout, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys with my final thoughts on this palette. So this is kind of what like the finished eye look looks like all said and done. It is really subtle and really pretty, and I like this palette a lot. But like any palette, it's not perfect, so I am going to tell you guys kind of what I found from observing this and what I think about it in general. So first of all, the shade selection is so beautifully curated. Some of these shades are like so unique but still very, very wearable. I feel like this is the perfect palette for people like me who love their neutrals and will die on that neutral hill, but maybe want to try something just a little bit different and more trendy. They're all very soft and feminine and beautiful, and in general they're just very like ethereal, I guess is the word that I would use to describe them. I also like that it has like 2 shades that are just like base shades, so if you need to just like set your eye primer or if you wanted to create a more smoky look, you have those options. So you could kind of create a neutral look with some of these colors, but you could also create something really out there but in a very subtle, neutral way, if that makes any sense. They were all really pigmented except for this color Seashell right here, which was kind of like so-so on pigmentation. The packaging is really pretty. It's definitely very like themed and nautical, but still really like classy and streamlined and not like, here's a clamshell like an old Polly Pocket. There are 7 shades in this palette and it is $35, so for value, it's about $5 a shadow, which is kind of more on the expensive end as far as palettes go, because a lot of palettes will have 12 to 16 shades and be about $45. But these are so unlike anything else that I have that to me it's worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If this is your first time on my channel, I post new cruelty-free and ethical, affordable lifestyle content every Monday and Friday. So please, please, please click that subscribe button because I've got a lot of fun stuff coming at you guys soon. I'm really excited about some of the videos that I have filmed that are coming up in the next couple of months. If you do get this palette and you create any kind of a look with it on Instagram or YouTube, please link it down below because this palette is brand new. It literally came out like 3 days ago, and I really want to see other people's looks. So link that down below for me. As always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you guys all with my next video. Bye!